This bungalow is getting a full home makeover. We're here in our Drawson Estates. Fantastic house coming up. Awesome renovation. Let's check it out. So at the entryway of this our Drawson Estates full home renovation, wainscoting throughout this entire wall here, right? So we're gonna have the custom design, custom wainscoting, and the cool feature of this house is gonna be the fact that we're vaulting all the ceilings. We're totally vaulting all the ceilings. So we're gonna go from this kind of short, lower than 8-foot ceiling to, 10 foot, 15, right to that vault right down the middle. It's gonna give an extremely grand appearance to this house, and it's gonna look fantastic. Here, we're gonna have a big archway coming in through here. So everybody likes the arches. We're gonna throw an arch there. Everything's coming up. We're demoing this house all the way down to the studs. We're removing all the electrical, the plumbing, the HVAC, the insulation. We're inspecting behind all the walls, so clients are gonna get a brand new house. This area, nothing too crazy. It's gonna be just more or less like a rec room. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a wall come to about this portion here. So we're gonna have a wall here just to separate this room, and this wall is gonna go all the way up, probably up to like 15 feet, 12 feet, somewhere around there. And we're gonna open this all up, and it's gonna be totally vaulted. So it's gonna feel grand when you walk in here. It's not even gonna feel like the same house. You're gonna be like, holy F, this is crazy. And in this area that we're here, this is gonna be a living room, but not an ordinary living room. What we're gonna have is we're gonna have a TV on the wall. This is gonna be a total slat wall here with a secret door into the office space, which is just behind. So you're gonna have a secret door, people, not just one of the secret doors in the house. We've got more secret doors in this house, right? So there's gonna be no wall here. This is gonna be completely opened up, and you're gonna be able to see into your kitchen from this area. But let's go on through. We'll save the kitchen for a little bit later. Let's walk through and see what else is going on. This is gonna be an interesting hallway, because the first thing is we got the kitchen back there, which we're gonna save. We're gonna have a room coming into here, and this is gonna be a butler's pantry. So we'll talk about that butler pantry. And then what's gonna happen is we're gonna have a wall right here, and we're gonna have a couple doors, right? So we're gonna have a door into the bathroom right here, and maybe that's where we'll start. You have a doorway through. We're gonna have a totally reorganized bathroom, because we're gonna have that doorway right through there. And then as we flip through, we're also gonna have a pocket door on this side, right? So totally renovate this bathroom, reorganize it. And then what we're gonna have coming through is we'll have the pocket door. So this closet, all this kind of stuff is gonna be put back. So we're gonna have a larger office. And then they'll have like a pocket door in here. So our client's gonna be able to have this really nice, beautiful office, nice, great country view here. And then, like I said, in the living room area, there is a secret door right into here. So he's gonna have a secret door right into his office. You're not gonna know there's a door there, but in the event you wanna go escape to the office, get away from the kids, he's gonna be able to do that. Now, this is where it's gonna get a little bit complex and hard for the mind to start grasping what we're gonna do here. But I'm gonna try my best to explain this layout and how we're gonna do it. So, this hallway is not gonna exist. And bedroom number 1, which we'll show you, we'll start this way. I think this is gonna work for the viewers. Bedroom number 1 is gonna turn into a part of the primary bedroom ensuite. So we're gonna have a bedroom at the far corner, large, huge primary bedroom, huge walk-in closet, which is gonna be pretty much bedroom 2. In bedroom 3 is basically gonna turn into this wet room, amazing bathroom. So just to put it in perspective, we're gonna have a wet room, which is probably gonna extend from here all the way through. So we're gonna have a freestanding tub in the corner, huge shower, and we are gonna outfit this window so that it is gonna be capable to have a lot of heat, humidity, and all those things. And it's gonna be important to do that because in this area, in Edmonton area, which is kind of northern Canada, we get down to like -50. So if it's plus 20 in here and we're having a steamy shower, maybe it's plus 35 in that steam shower, and you know, we're minus 50 outside, what do you think is gonna happen, right? We're gonna get ice buildup, we're gonna have issues with the windows, so we gotta make sure that we outfit that with a window that is gonna be capable and well insulated to handle that absolute craziness. So as we walk in through here, guys, what's gonna happen is this is gonna be part of the office. Like, so this portion's gonna extend. We're gonna frame this off probably to right about here. This is all gonna be framed for a larger office. This is gonna be part of that wet room bathroom. This is gonna extend through. We're gonna pull this wall, come on through here, and this is gonna be part of the bathroom, but also part of a huge walk-in closet. So this portion of the walk-in closet, we're gonna have a bench down here, we're gonna have some cabinets for hanging, and we're gonna have a massive island right in the middle. So for all your clothing and all these kind of articles and stuff like that. So just an amazing, amazing, amazing walk-in closet and a huge, huge bathroom. And then as we come on through, remember here, this is where the doorway is gonna be, right? So with the bathroom, and then we're gonna have a doorway, which is gonna be right about here into the primary suite. So the primary bedroom is gonna be a lot bigger. We're gonna get rid of this bathroom here. So that's gonna totally go. And we're going to reduce the size of this room here, this closet, because again, we're gonna have a butler's pantry, which is gonna be in this area. So this is a crazy, crazy renovation, kind of top to bottom. We're doing a lot of unique things in this house, and it is a full gut renovation. So anytime you do a full gut renovation, we can pretty much do whatever you want, right? There's like millions of different possibilities, and it really depends on your budget. In this case, client's gonna have a brand new house top to bottom, beautiful house, and they're gonna love it for years and years to come. So this area, we're not gonna vault the ceiling, we're just gonna have probably similar height ceiling, and then, like I said, as you walk out through here into the kitchen, then it's gonna be like, whoa! We're gonna have this full vault, and you're gonna go all the way through. It's gonna be amazing. So now we're in the kitchen here. You know, you always hear the kitchen's the heart of the home. It's the place where the families congregate, and it's where all the magic happens, especially during Christmas or any meal during the day. So yeah, so this kitchen is gonna be unbelievable. So we're gonna have super nice cabinets throughout, not many upper cabinets on here, but we will have this kitchen like fully extend. We will take this window and swap it with the laundry room window. And the reason for that is we want the same height because we're gonna have the cabinets running all the way down through, extending this portion. And then we'll have a huge, massive island, rectangular island going all the way through. And we're gonna have the style of appliances that have cabinet doors. So hidden appliances throughout. And this is the thing I like the most about this renovation. It's super cool. You're gonna have a butler pantry right here, and you're gonna be able to go right through with the cabinets. There's gonna be some doors into the butler pantry. So there's gonna be a secret butler pantry, which is behind all this, that we're gonna build. And you know, we'll have all the cabinets, we'll have all that kind of stuff in there, and they'll be able to, you know, prep food, storage, and all this kind of stuff, right? So super cool, beautiful kitchen. The before and after with vaulting the ceiling and with what we're gonna do in here is gonna be dramatic. It's gonna be extravagant, right? So can't wait to show you guys that. And as we go through, we're gonna have pot lights, we're gonna have the electrical, we're gonna look at all the insulation, everything. I love this part. I love this part. This is gonna be a 3 seasons room back here. So we're gonna remove this deck, completely remove this deck, and we're gonna build a 3 seasons. Let's go outside and check it out. So out here, what we're gonna do is a 3 seasons room. And it's gonna be more like a 3 seasons house with how big we're gonna build this. So essentially the size of this deck out here, and right now, guys, we're April 2nd. So just to give you a perspective of Canada, this is what we gotta deal with. So perfect timing, because the snow is gonna melt. We're gonna be able to rip this deck down, and what we're gonna try to do is reconstruct it elsewhere. And we're gonna build a 3 seasons room. So we're gonna have some screw piles going down, we're gonna have a whole bunch of insulation, and we're gonna build this, a nice A-frame 3 seasons room, which we're gonna tie into the roof. And there's a lot of work with that. So what the clients really want is they want a space that they can be out here, enjoy this beautiful, immaculate view, and just enjoy the weather, right? So in a space that can handle down to like maybe 5 degrees, and then of course above that, right? Fireplace right at the end, and they said they're going to be spending most of their time out here with this 3 seasons. Over on this side, what we're going to have is we're going to be building like another deck attached to the 3 seasons, and we're going to have like a pergola out there, the barbecue, and part of that we're going to move this door which goes to kind of the back laundry room. We're going to move that over, and then we're going to have this whole space pretty much to the corner all built out. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to get some like drone footage of this, so you're going to see some before and afters, and definitely going to be a very drastic and dramatic full home renovation. But yeah, let's go inside and let's check out the rest of this sweet rental. So coming back inside, leaving the future 3 seasons room. What we got here, we got a fireplace, so brick fireplace, but it's in the way, right? So when you come from the front entry and you walk on through, you walk right into this fireplace. So we're gonna get rid of it. This is a lot of work to take down. I don't know if you guys have ever taken down a brick fireplace. This is like probably the most structurally sound part of the house. It's gonna be a lot of work, and we gotta make sure that we're looking at the roof tie-ins and doing things properly where we're not, damaging the roof and other structures around. But we're gonna have an electric fireplace right there. It's gonna be a little bit slimmer, probably in the wall, and allow clients to have the dining room in that area where the 3 seasons is. Nothing in here, this is a garage. This whole space is gonna get reorganized. And what this is gonna turn into is like a bit of a mudroom, laundry room, dog wash, I said it. This door is gonna move in over there. And this whole area is essentially getting gutted and changed. So we're gonna have a powder room in here, just kind of a little bit different location. And then as we move through, this is gonna become a huge laundry, a huge area for a dog wash, and kind of a mud room and things like that. So we're gonna have this whole area opened up, and we're gonna have the dog wash, we're gonna have sinks and cabinets and counters and all this kind of stuff. Places for clients to, clean and hang clothing, and kind of separate from the rest of the house. And then on this side, this is the window that we are going to swap out with the kitchen, just because the height on it is slightly reduced versus the kitchen. So we're going to be able to swap them and make sure they're both the same and run the counters underneath. We're also going to have some design work, some shelving and all this kind of stuff built into here to create that mudroom, right? So like you come into the house, you can hang your jackets and you can do all this kind of stuff. So it's going to be the portion of renovation. Some other things that you can't see on the video is how cold it is in that room. So we're going to have to probably spray foam the floor and look at the rim joist below and really upgrade the insulation in that space. And then, yeah, from the other perspective of this room, entryway, nothing too crazy, upgrade the closet. All the doors in the house are gonna be new, all the trim's gonna be new. This is gonna be like a brand new house, but the quality is gonna be right at the top. Let's check out the basement. So down here in the basement, we're not gutting the whole basement down to the studs, but we are upgrading the basement. And a couple things that we already did was we renovated the gym room there, and we also kind of upgraded one of the storage rooms. So that was one of the first things we did in preparation to allow clients to, move some of their belongings into those spaces, right? Now we're down in the basement. And some things that we're doing down here is we're gonna remove this big bump out. So we have this big bump out, and it doesn't really make sense. Because again, we walk down the stairs and these walls are aligned, and then we have this bump out, kind of like the fireplace upstairs. Doesn't make sense. So we're gonna push that all back, and this wall is gonna extend through. So we're gonna extend it all the way through with this bulkhead, straight through, and then you're gonna have this clear line all the way from this point all the way up the stairs. And the reason why we're going to do that, we're going to set the wall up for a large, huge projector screen. So the projector is going to sit back there, and it's going to project onto this entire screen there. We're going to build it all in. It's going to look fantastic. Bifolds are going, so we're getting rid of all the bifolds in the basement, all new doors and all that kind of stuff. And then another thing that we're doing in this area is we're going to pull up all this carpet. We're going to cut this carpet back, and we're going to add a wet bar down here, right? So the way we're going to do that is, you don't see any plumbing or anything. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to bust up a trench from the sink and go all the way through. And we have a drain line right here. We're going to tie into that drain line. So there's going to be some carpet pulled up. There's going to be some jackhammering and all this stuff. And anytime you're looking to hire a renovation contract, you want to make sure that they have a really good plan for protecting the surfaces. So down here, we're going to make sure that this carpet is new as before the renovation started. You don't want to get a renovation and have your newer carpet totally destroyed when you don't want to replace it, right? So we got to do a lot of really good protection with things. We're going to convert these bifolds here to doors. So that's going to require some framing and things like that. In this bedroom, as we walk through, client has 2 kids, and they want to separate, they want to have some soundproofing in between the walls. So we're going to cut these walls open, and we're going to do full, what is called rock wool safe and sound insulation to prevent the sound transfer so the kids aren't yelling at each other through the walls. It's going to be important. Nothing too crazy in the other bedroom. And this bathroom is going to have a full renovation. But what we're doing in here, we're going to rip out the flooring, replace it, put some tile in there, get a new larger bathtub, and then all the tile work and all this kind of stuff is going to happen in here. So just modernize the space. Still going to have this cabinet in here. Still going to have this cabinet in here. And it's going to look fantastic. But yeah, that's the Ardrossan Estates full home renovation. Lots going on, top to bottom renovation. There's probably a lot of stuff I didn't even mention on the video that we're doing. So if you guys are looking for a renovation and you're in the Edmonton area, maybe you're Ardrossan, maybe you're Leduc, maybe you're Fort Sask, whatever it is, definitely reach out to Priority Builders for a quote. We'd love to help you. And at the end of this renovation, I guarantee it's going to get the thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe.